This is the last league meeting of the season for these two teams, and Sheffield have won the last 5. They've made a habit of either shutting the Panthers out or beating them in the dying seconds. There's no change to the Steelers lineup this weekend. Yamtim and Armstrong are still out, but Robert Dowd plays his 500th game for the club. Nottingham secured their playoff spot with a thumping of Edinburgh in midweek, but where they and the Steelers will end up in the standings is still undecided. Guillaume Debienne given a hero's welcome on his return to Sheffield. Didn't get the chance to properly say goodbye over the summer, and it's so great to see him back. Game 500 in Sheffield Steelers colours for Robert Dowd. We'd love to see another 500 more. Here's Matheson. Loves to spend time in the offensive zone. Wow, back up to the blue line. Still waiting for the first shot of this game. Here it comes now. It takes a deflection, and it's a good stop made by Galbraith because it was bouncing right in front.
Yeah, it was Matheson actually in front of the net, and Colton Freder had swapped spots. Obviously, forward dropping back to cover for Matheson. As you can see, Rumberg just passes it over to Colton Freder. Good little wrist shot, finds the lane to get past the outstretched leg there, and right there you can see a bouncing puck going down. Good job by Galbraith there to control it, and bounces up in between the 5-hole, and he gets in a good enough position to keep control of it.
Puck not played out of the zone by the Steelers on their first opportunity. Phillips whacks at it, doesn't get it past Lindhagen. Panthers putting pressure on in the corner, and Zach Phillips brings it out. Opportunity for the Panthers, and it's scored! It's Zach Phillips who's made it, and Zach Phillips who's scored it.
Yeah, good opportunity there for Sheffield to get the puck out. They don't get it out on a rim play. You can see the two Sheffield players caught. It's 2-on-1, a good battle in front. David Clark, smart player, just doing enough there to keep Davy Phillips out of the way, and the other Phillips just walks the seam nicely, makes a nice little move, drops Mustakovs to his knees early, just simply goes around him and puts it into the open net.
Gagnon, long pass out, hits Phillips. The Steelers keep it in the zone. They sweep it towards Galbraith. It's a comfortable save. A big hit coming in from David Phillips. Oh, and the Panthers don't like that one, and the punches are going to get thrown. It's Brown and Phillips. There was no call on the hit, but Brown wants his own justice. Swinging and missing with the left over the top. Phillips threw a couple of rights earlier, and that one's going to come to a close. And they'll both get 5 for a seat.
Yeah, pretty good little tilt there, but I think if you look at it, there may be an instigation penalty here for Brown. Here, we'll see it here. It's shoulder. You look at it again there. It does go in with his back into the boards. It's not head first or anything, but Brown comes in right away after that, and they're obviously the Nottingham guys are going to be asking if there's anything to go ahead of that play, but usual penalty should be, if it's an instigation, and that's what I think it's going to be.
Well, Brown is heading off the ice. DeLego has gone into the penalty box on his behalf, and we wait to see what the official call is. Nothing's gone on the arena scoreboard just yet. Icing has been waved off. The Steelers will have to play this one out. Can't get it past Pither at the first instance. Stepping onto it is Lindhagen. Played it across. There was no meaningful touch on it. Puck on the far side and into the corner with DeLego. Now Mosey. Oh, he tries to feed it across. Mustakovs is scrambling. The Steelers are trying to cover this one up, and they do. And they very nearly found that one trickling beyond their own netminder. Hopeful pass across from Mosey that so nearly worked.
You'll see it here. Goes off a skate of is it Matheson out in front there, and the puck is just agonizingly laying in there, but Romberg comes in, tries to play it away, and Matheson actually takes it off Romberg's stick and nearly puts it underneath Mustakov's outstretched arm.
Billingsley did keep that one in the zone. Now here's Phillips, the goal scorer. Steelers will be able to skate away with this. Equaliser for Fife. That's 1-1 between the Giants and the Flyers in Belfast. Steelers moving in. Oh, they're going to try the wraparound with Dowd. Plays it out into the crease. Might be another chance here for Nelson. Oh, and that one's been denied. Clearing attempt hits the linesman. The Steelers catch a break and they can keep building pressure here. Sent across the crease. Oh, and Nelson just couldn't get his skates and his stick sorted out.
That's a nice little pass through to Dowdy here. And you see on the wraparound, I think it's actually defenseman there. Right there, it's Billingsley that does it. And then Galbraith gets back across for Valdix. And then across again with Levi Nelson. Maybe not getting out in front of the net enough.
News that Fife have now taken the lead in Belfast. Giants 1, Flyers 2, the latest from the SSE. Steelers forward again, Fretter. Oh, lovely trail play, backhand attempt. What a stop from Galbraith.
That's that's a fantastic play and even a better save. You look at Sheffield coming down here. Nice center lane drive, putting the puck in behind that drive here to Matthew Waugh, right across. Galbraith does a good job here, gets across, but watch the push, and the guy there, he's almost up and out of it. He gets his foot up against the post and just gets enough pressure on it to stretch his arm out, and that's what Matthew Waugh actually hit. He didn't make the save. Matthew Waugh needs to get it up another half an inch or take it around. As we see, Bedford's going into the box and he's going to get the penalty.
Panthers will try and take advantage. Back to the blue line. Decide against the shot, try and play it down low instead. Pither skates straight into the official. Panthers able to keep hold of the puck. Mustakov's trying to get a sight of it. The shot is off target. It'll come back out in front. DeLego took a swipe at it. Lee with the shot, takes a touch from Mosey, and it's saved by Mustakovs.
Nice work there by Nottingham, moving the puck around, keeping Sheffield hemmed in a little bit, getting a good opportunity there from Mosey, getting a good deflection. Mustakovs having to be quick around his crease again, as we'll see Lee getting the shot away. Bit of a knuckleball that comes through, but you see Mosey coming from around behind the back of the net, totally unmarked there, getting a good stick on Mustakov to try to get that opportunity.
Mustakovs with the save from the face-off. The puck's going to bobble in. It does. And skating away to celebrate is Vasquez-Voix, and the Panthers have got themselves a 2-goal lead.
And this is what we were saying before. You have all the zone time you want, but there's everybody trying to block shots, but two Nottingham Panther players are in behind the defense. And coming back, you can see it bouncing around. And straight off the whistle, Sheffield being a little bit too aggressive going forward and getting caught. And Nottingham putting it behind Mustakovs for that second goal.
Matheson with the good hands. Wallace was inside. Now it's Matheson. Oh, and it takes a deflection off a stick and loops high and goes behind the end line. The Steelers venture forward and quickly have to turn and come straight back. Opportunity for the Panthers moving in. They'll play it across. They'll score. Touched in by Mosey off the feed from DeLego, and they've gone 3 in front.
And there you go. There's some clinical finishing again. As Sheffield defense gets stuck down in the offensive zone again, and it's a forward back on the blue line. We said it before, and that's exactly what happens. You come back the other way, you're putting pressure on your forwards to play defense. And no disrespect to Mr. Eric Neely, but I'd rather have Matheson back there doing what he should be doing back on the point.
Gagnon and Fretter were having a few words as that face-off was taking place. Oh, great pass out in front. Penalty coming in here. The Steelers are going to get another power play here, because as they drove towards the net with Phillips, he got hooked back. And as one penalty ends, another one's about to start, and Gagnon will go and have a sit down.
Nice job there by Jonathan Phillips. He went outside, then cut inside, and there's nothing Gagnon can do except that, get his stick up in the midsection area, and Galbraith is fortunate to see that puck actually go past the post as he gets taken out by Gagnon.
Another long shot comes through. This one will be put in. For once, Galbraith lets one get away, and Robert Dowd marks his 500th Steelers game with a goal.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see Robbie Dowd down in front of the net, where he should be underneath those hash marks and doing exactly that. As you said, Galbraith doesn't quite get all of that for a rebound. Levi Nelson does a good job down in front of that. Matheson gets a good shot away. Nottingham maybe that time a little bit guilty, getting 2-on-1 in front of their own net, and you can see the frustration by Sauve there, banging his hand into the ground, knowing that they had the opportunity. And
Steelers drive into the zone, and the shot is wide on the short side. It'll stay in the offensive zone with Arson. Around behind to Dowd. Tried to play the pass out towards Valdix. It came off the back of the net. Dowd can't take the puck with him. Lee's got to chase this one, near side boards. Nelson and Sauvé shoulder to shoulder. Now Polini trying to skate it clear. Mokshantsev, he can't take it on. Lee will be under pressure. Move it around for Sauvé again. The Steelers forecheckers close in. Panthers can't get the puck out of the zone right now. Pressure's building. Mosey blocks a shot. Dowd. Oh, really nice pass inside. The angle's tight. Galbraith makes the save. The rebound pops up. Oh, and Nelson took a whack at it but made no contact. Dowd again. Panthers line is tired. They've been out there for a while. Nelson. Steelers players kind of getting in each other's way. Slap shot scored! It's Dowd again. He's got two. And it's back to a one-goal game.
And that's what you call offensive pressure there. They had all the opportunities. It looked like it was getting away from Levi Nelson as he tries to go cross ice. It hits Rob Dowd. Dowd comes in. You can see Sauvé go down. It goes through Sauvé's 5-hole, and this beats Galbraith on the stick side. A bit fortunate, but finally Sheffield get the opportunity to put a lot of pressure now with just over 5 minutes on.
The Steelers are the team with the momentum, but the Panthers are the team with the lead. And they're into the zone again, and the crowd rises, and Galbraith saves once and then twice. Phillips denied. The assists on Dowd's second goal going to Nelson and Arson. Another turnover. Fretter back to the blue line. There's a crowd in front of Galbraith, and that's what blocks it. Fretter again. Steelers crowd is expectant. Westerling. Wah. Angle's not there. Back to the blue line. There's a huge crowd in front of Galbraith. He can't see a thing. And the shot's fired straight into Betteridge. And the Steelers have got to get back here because it's Pither. And he's got DeLego in support. Here he is. There's Mustakovs. What a crucial save that might prove to be. There's another chance for Clark. Oh, that slap shot that scored so many times. There's an injured Steeler player down.
It's Phillips as he gets in. Davy Phillips got in the way of that bullet from David Clark, but Mustakovs that saved Sheffield twice. They had a 2-on-1 that he makes an absolutely fantastic save. This time it was a 3-on-1 after a big offense, and you'll see it right here. Davy Clark, that's going probably about 5 feet wide, and it hits Davy Phillips. I'll tell you right now, that is not a good place you want to get hit inside the foot, especially when they're already a little bit tender down there for him. So
here's O'Connor. The Steelers have Mustakovs on the bench. They have 6 forwards out, and they've got 100 seconds left to tie the game. Into the offensive zone, played across. There's a scramble in the crease, and then it's covered. And everyone can breathe again.
Galbraith does a good job. Bobbles it again. Sheffield going to the net hard. A good opportunity here. Going to be a timeout call, but Matthew Waugh looking here. Nelson going to the net. Bobbled in and out the glove there a little bit. And again, Ollie Betteridge doing a good job on Levi Nelson to come back and trying not to allow him to get any opportunity there. But
again, the Panthers don't get it out of the zone. And O'Connor will hammer it from the angle. It was blocked in front. Sauvé got his skates in the way, and now he has the puck on his backhand. But he can't get it down the boards. Dowd makes sure of that. And now it's Waugh. Oh, and there's a penalty coming here against the Steelers, and that might just be enough for the Panthers.
Going to be Valdix for tripping, I think. It is a tripping penalty as Valdix goes back up against Sauvé. It's right there. You've just seen it to the back end of the play of the replay as Matthew Waugh turns. Valdix gets his stick up under the feet, and Sauvé goes down, and that will nullify the 6-on-5 and put Nottingham on their power play to try to close this game out.
Steelers fire the puck down the ice. Lee will try and fire it straight back out. Can't manage it. Surely it's not going to happen for the Steelers. It might be there for Westerling. It's not. And the Panthers will play it down the ice, and they'll claim the 3-2 victory tonight. The Steelers' run of wins against their rivals Nottingham comes to an end. And maybe Corey Nielsen's last visit to this arena as Panthers coach has ended in victory. There's still a possibility that this might be a playoff quarter-final. But if it's not, then Corey Nielsen signs off from this building with 2 points. The Panthers' man of the match is David Clark. He's put in so many wonderful performances, not just here, but in all the rinks around the elite leagues over the last, well, many years. He scored so many goals, and he's such a great guy.
He is, for sure. I know Davey off the ice, and he's a fantastic individual. You talk to him, and he's all about the professional side. He does a lot to help kids as well. He does the hockey schools that he does as well, runs them in the summer. So he's putting back into the game, which is good to see. He's had a great career. He's worked very hard. He's been a consummate professional throughout his time there with Nottingham, and you can only wish him all the best in the future.
Robert Dowd's 500th game for the Sheffield Steelers is a bittersweet one. He scored twice, but it wasn't enough to claim 2 points.
Paul, a frustrating one and a tough one to take that.
I mean, I think we outshot them 25-8 or something in the third period. We had some really good chances. We had some good chances in the first. Galbraith was good today, I have to say that, but our first goal was terrible. No second layer. And our fourth line, who's been really good for us, and they were dash 2 today, and that hurt us. We didn't have a second layer when we got caught out on the wall, and Liam played high instead of playing low a little bit to be that insurance, and then a face-off play that we didn't read, and we got a lot of experience out there that should have sorted that out, and the second goal was just inexcusable from my point of view. And the third goal, an odd man rush, but still we could have caught up, and we pinched the wall off and gave the 2-on-1, and we're 3-0 down, and I'm thinking, how's this? We've had the puck the majority of the night. They play the classic road game, but when we have the puck like that, and I've seen it time and time again this year, that it's not all about offense. Our offense will come. We go a goal down, and it's we got to score in the next shift. We got to score in the next shift, and before you know it, it's 2 and 3. And we've been, pretty dominant. I think we're 8-2 over these guys all year, and they're a good hockey club. But I liked our fight in the third period. I really did like our fight in the third period. But it was a little bit too late with just switching off defensively like we did to give up 3 really awful goals today.
We had some power play chances as well.
Yeah, we did. And we had a lot of chances, David. Galbraith was big for them tonight, and he's the reason they're going home with the points.
Daddy with 2.
Yeah, great to have him back. And you get round the net, and for his first goal, and the second goal, was a great shot off a great shift where he'd penned them in for, I don't know, a good minute of that, or 50 seconds of that that shift, and it was a great shot that got us back, and I don't know why. We're 6 on 5, and they don't call a penalty, the officials, all night. Nothing for holding, grappling, pulling down, hooking, not a thing. And then we're on a 6 on 5 and a penalty's called. Amazing, isn't it? Just amazing.
Can I just take you back to the start of the night before the action started? An incredible reception for Guillaume Debian.
Yeah, it's lovely to see him, and it's a shame that we couldn't send him home like he sent Nottingham home last time, with a win. But I think the atmosphere in the building was phenomenal, and the love for him, and he's come back, and he was quite emotional. I looked at him, when he was down there, and it meant a lot to him. So thank our fans for a fabulous reception for Desi. It was superb, and the club, great job in bringing him back, and I love the way we do that, and we respect our old stars, and I love the way the fans come out in their numbers to support that.